Toyota CEO Akio Toyoda invested $50 million in Tesla in 2010 for a 2.5% stake in the company. Toyota never imagined Tesla would be a threat to his business while standing next to Elon Musk. Nonetheless, with Tesla being valued nearly 3 times as much as Toyota, Akio Toyoda is genuinely concerned about the future of his company. In today's video, we will be discussing Toyota's goal of outselling Tesla by the end of the decade. But first, if this is your first time visiting the Smart Stocks Academy channel, please accept my best greetings. And to be the first to know when we have a new video like this, hit the like button, subscribe, and click the notification bell next to it so you will be notified whenever we have a new video. So, let's get to it. Toyota and Tesla teamed together back in 2010 to produce a Tesla-powered RAV4 electric vehicle. The car, which costs over $50,000, was exclusively available in California and had a range of 100 miles. Despite the fact that only a few RAV4 electric vehicles were sold, the partnership meant more than just a few RAV4 sales. It was done to help Toyota meet California's electronic vehicle mandates, while also allowing Tesla to increase revenue and expand battery production. Furthermore, according to Akio Toyoda, the company wants to become less risk-averse. Toyota would want to learn from Tesla's demanding mentality, rapid decision-making, and adaptability, he said. And unbeknownst to Toyota at that time, the culture he described would turn out to be the primary impediment to their relationship. The Tesla-Toyota relationship ended in 2014 due to a severe culture clash. On one end, there was Toyota's cautious and sluggish manufacturing strategy, while on the other, there was Tesla's risk-taking style, which was taken from Silicon Valley. Toyota sold a chunk of its Tesla stock in late 2014. And the company's whole share in Tesla was sold off by the end of 2016. And this was done after Tesla built a store in Toyota's home city, which is Nagoya, Japan. With the benefit of hindsight, Toyota's stake in Tesla would be worth $17.3 billion today if the corporation had maintained it. On Tesla, Toyota's return on investment would be 34,600%. Or 346 times their money. Well, today, Toyota CEO Akio Toyoda made some competing remarks about Elon Musk and Tesla. Furthermore, Toyota is working on a vehicle that they predict will outsell Tesla. The Toyota CEO was upset when Tesla overtook Toyota in terms of market capitalization late 2020. Tesla thinks the recipe will be the norm in the future, Akio Toyoda said. But what Toyota has is an actual kitchen and chef. When it comes to stock price, we are losing. But when it comes to items, we have a comprehensive selection that people will choose from. To summarize, Toyota has a diverse range of vehicles, including an upcoming array of electric vehicles, hybrid vehicles, internal combustion, and hydrogen-powered vehicles. They aren't creating anything that's genuine. Folks are just buying the formula. Toyota continued in an interview with Bloomberg. We have a kitchen and a chef, and we provide authentic meals. To be quite honest, Toyota CEO's comments appear to be quite narrow-minded. Why do Tesla owners have recipes in their driveways when others have real cars? While you may be perplexed, there is a deeper purpose to Toyota's remarks. He believes that electric vehicles are unlikely to represent the future of the next decade, and that the winner will need to be able to operate a variety of vehicles. Toyota CEO Akio Toyoda said on the firm's third quarter conference call that there's a lot of his business that can learn from Elon Musk, but he is convinced that Toyota will win out in the long run with his strong and diversified product mix. Toyota issued a dire warning to the electronic vehicle market a month after his culinary analogy. This was in response to the success of Tesla and other electric vehicle firms. Toyota stated during a press conference that if the automobile industry changes to electric vehicles too soon, the industry's present financial model would collapse. He went on to say that the infrastructure required to sustain a 100% electric fleet will cost Japan between $135 to $358 billion. Toyota went even further, claiming that electric vehicles is not ecologically good because the majority of the country's power is generated by coal and natural gas combustion. The more electric vehicles we construct, the worse carbon dioxide becomes. Do politicians realize this when they say things like, "Let's get rid of all gasoline-powered cars"? Several studies, including one from the Union of Concerned Scientists, have refuted the claim that electric vehicles produce more carbon than internal combustion engines. In fact, electric vehicles release carbon during the production of the vehicles and power, but this is significantly less than internal combustion engines during the lifetime of the vehicle. Toyota is attempting to use this information to promote his viewpoint that electric vehicles aren't the way of the future. With that in mind, you can probably predict what Toyota's goal is to outsell Tesla, but you would be incorrect, since contrary to Toyota's claim, the company is actually investing heavily in electric vehicles as well as hydrogen and hybrid vehicles. Hydrogen technology appears to be the way of the future. Hydrogen is, after all, the most plentiful element on the Earth. Nonetheless, the fact is that its technology is ineffective. This graph compares the hydrogen and electric car development paths. We start with the power created at the top and work our way down to the final energy output. When it comes to hydrogen, each stage of the process reduces the amount of power produced. First, AC-DC conversion leaves 95% of the power, and then electrolysis leaves 75%, then compression, transportation, the fuel cell, and the fuel cell car, bringing the total energy down to just 23 kilowatt hours, or 23% of the original 100 kilowatt hours. When we look at hydrogen on the opposite end of the spectrum, it's even less efficient with 19 kilowatt hours or 19% efficiency. Electric cars, on the other hand, still produce 69 kilowatt hours or 69% of the beginning electricity. Hydrogen is insanely dumb by the process itself, according to Elon Musk. And according to the chief engineer of Toyota's hydrogen efforts, Elon Musk is correct. It is preferable to plug in the electric automobile and charge it straight. Despite this, Toyota continues to invest in hydrogen for the worst conceivable reason. We don't really see an antagonistic zero-sum connection between electric vehicle and the hydrogen car. According to the Toyota CEO Akio Toyoda, we have no intention of abandoning hydrogen electric fuel cell technology. The fact that Toyota recognizes hydrogen isn't as competent as electric, yet continues to invest in it, demonstrates the company's tenacity. Toyota began developing its new battery in 2012, which has the potential to more than quadruple the driving range of electric vehicles, maybe up to 1,000 kilometers, and is also less expensive. A sodium-ion battery would be used. Even though sodium is the sixth most plentiful element in the Earth's crust, it is light and inexpensive. This battery appears to be years away, which is why we will focus on Toyota's solid-state battery, which the company believes will be ready for a reveal in 2025. Toyota now holds over 1,000 patents for solid-state technology, putting them at the forefront of the solid-state battery market. We will analyze the key differences between today's electronic vehicle batteries and Toyota's solid-state batteries to rapidly evaluate solid-state batteries. Lithium-ion batteries are typically filled with an electrolytic solution. Solid-state batteries replace the liquid electrolyte with a solid electrolyte. Because the solid electrolyte takes up less area, than the electrolytic solution, solid-state batteries are more energy dense. In principle, solid-state batteries function well. However, as we've seen in recent years, solid-state batteries have never materialized. Toyota boasts that their solid-state batteries would charge from 0 to 100 in 10 minutes and will have a 310-mile driving range. Nonetheless, Toyota's solid-state battery assertion isn't surprising because even if theoretically the battery is presented in 2022, the vehicles using those batteries won't be available until 2025, indicating that the firm isn't confident in its own portfolio. A compact crossover co-developed with Subaru, a tiny vehicle co-developed with Suzuki and Daihatsu, and another small crossover, a compact sedan, a minivan, and a mid-size SUV are among the models in this portfolio. Toyota intends to sell 500,000 electric vehicles by 2025, whereas Tesla hopes to sell a few million. This is because, as previously said, Toyota's CEO feels that having a varied range of automobiles would help the company succeed. While Toyota's management is obstinate, I don't believe the company will go bankrupt in the next 5 years. But Toyota now has a long-term debt of $10 billion and cash equivalents of $5.6 billion. Even though this appears to be a large amount of debt at first look, the corporation is nevertheless profitable during the pandemic. As a result, Toyota will most likely go bankrupt only when electric vehicles become the majority of the market. Toyota will not be the first car maker to go bankrupt, even if it lags behind on electric vehicles. Ford and GM's balance sheets are significantly worse, and their manufacturing facilities are far less lucrative and efficient compared to Toyota's. Please tell me if you believe Toyota will beat Tesla or go bankrupt in the next decade or two. Do you think Toyota's CEO Akio Toyoda's plan will work? And with that, today's video comes to a close. To express your love and support for this video, click the like button below if you haven't already. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to be the first to know when a new video is posted. Thank you for your time watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing you on a future episode.